All right, so shaft reinstalled here, like so. There we go. Welcome to another Wrench and Ride Customs video. My name is Jamie. My co-host Kevin is in the Caribbean during the winter of 2025 as we are recording this video, and I am just a little bit jealous because it is cold, snowing outside, and there's no riding happening. And there's Kevin in the Caribbean sitting on a beach, probably with a Mai Tai right now. Nah, man, I'm super excited for him. He is trying out wintering in the Caribbean, and if this is a success this year, our good friend Kevin will be spending the summers here in Canada, riding with me, wrenching on bikes, spending the winters in the Caribbean. How cool is that? Well, as they say though, the show must go on. And so what I am going to work on today is I'm working on the Road Glide Special again. And when we bought the bike, it's a great platform for the next project here at Wrench and Ride Customs. Low miles, has only 13,000 kilometers, 8,000 miles, and we bought it off the original owner. It's a 2015, as I said, so 10 years old, but in excellent shape. That being said, you know, as you do a once-over when you first get a used bike, you should never just jump on the bike and ride it. Always check things out. Make sure that you've done your due diligence. So change the oil, change the transmission fluid, change the primary fluid, do a full inspection, make sure there's nothing going on in the internals. And then, you know, look at things like your air filter, but I also just check tires, shift linkage, things like that. Some of the common things you know are kind of problematic on the bike. And one thing I know is that with these touring bikes, the shift shaft and the inner lever has a tendency to wear out. It's kind of a poor design in my opinion. It's prone to failure, and so I checked it on the bike when I was taking the heel shifter off because I just used the toe, and I noticed a lot of play. So I'm going to show you that now, and then I'm going to go ahead and fix it today. The hand tools that you need for this job is a 1/4-inch Allen and a 1/2-inch wrench and a 7/16 wrench. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the front shifter lever. Now, I've already removed the rear shifter lever because that's how I discovered there was a problem. And here, I'll show you the issue. So I don't know if you can see that on the camera there, but you can probably hear it clicking back and forth. There's quite a bit of movement there. So things are no bueno. So in order to remove the rear shifter, you'd have to do that first. I've already done it, but it's the same process as removing the front one. You've got this 1/4-inch Allen here, and you want to back that off all the way because it fits through a slot on the shaft, and that is what crimps it down on the spline. So you remove the bolt 100%, and then from there, you can just slide it right off. Comes off pretty easily, you can see that. Okay, and as you can see, I got a lot of movement here. There is a little bushing here that you can slide off. And then to get at the back here, you just have to detach the rear lever from the shifter rod. And to do that, you got a 1/2-inch on the back, and then you've got a 7/16 here. Okay, and there is a lock washer on the back side of that lever. And then there is a washer on the front. So we can just put that down like so. Make sure we don't lose that. And as you can see, this just flips like forward like that, right? So in order to get at the Allen bolt in the back, you got to lay it back like this. So there you can see the Allen bolt straight up and down right there on the back side of that lever. Okay, so my Allen key is actually too long and it's hitting the frame. So I went and got my 1/4-inch and my ratchet. It's also not 1/4-inch back there. That's part of the problem. So that Allen bolt on the back is actually a 3/16, and that's why my 1/4 wouldn't work, but my Allen key was still too long anyway. So I'm just gonna do it this way. Still gonna use my ratchet. And there is also a little lock washer on that. Or actually, it's not a lock washer, just a little washer, so we don't want to lose that. Now that frees that up and allows me to then pull that shaft out completely. Disassembly is done. So I'm just going to clean the bushing a little bit. Looks like we're okay there. So now we have to get our new parts. Okay, part number 1 that we're going to replace is the Chrome Trans Shift Rod Lever 97 to 17 Big Twin, Drag Specialties part number 18112124. 1602-0873 is the replacement shaft. All right, so shaft reinstalled here, like so. There we go. Now we're going to take the lever and there we go. So that slides right back into place, like so. All right, so I cleaned the bolt up a little bit. Just going to put a little blue Loctite on there. So get that off. All right. So now this should be able to thread back down inside there. And again, using my 3/16 Allen. I never looked up what the torque spec is for this, but I feel like you should be able to kind of feel when it gets tight. With Loctite on it, I'm not too worried about it. So I'm just going to put a little Loctite on the back on the threads here. And remember that there was a washer that goes on first and then goes through. And then we have the lock washer and the nut that goes on the back. Get that all done hand tight first, right? And then 7/16 and a 1/2 inch wrench again. Pretty good. All right, so we have this bushing here that goes on next. That just slides on over top of the shaft. And then we're going to take our front shifter lever here. And we're going to slide that on. And you just want to get it to the kind of like the right level that you think will be good for shifting. Oh boy, that's tight. That went on tight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my flathead screwdriver here. There we go. Just going to open that up a little bit. There. There we go. And now we have our last bolt here. And that's going to, you just want to make sure everything is nice and snug and tight. And then we are going to tighten that up. All right. There's one last thing. I'm not putting the heel shifter on. If you did, you'd put the heel shifter on next. So what do? Well, I bought this little cap, part number 16010015. It's a shifter shaft cap in chrome. And I'm going to install that over top of where the rear shifter would go for the heel shifter. I'm not a big fan of the heel toe shifter. I like just doing my toe. Some guys love it, so that's fine. Just put your heel shifter on instead of this cap. For me, because I'm not, I'm going to put the cap on. And this one from Drag Specialties actually comes with the Allen key and a little set screw inside the bag, so be careful you don't lose that. All right. And there's already a little bit of Loctite on the set screw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get it started, couple threads. And then you're going to want to keep this little Allen key somewhere where you can find it. Probably a good idea to keep it on the bike. And I'd like to orient it so that the the key, is down out of sight. So slide that on, tighten that up until you feel it make contact, and just cleans up the look, makes it look pretty good. And that's one more job off of the list done for the Road Glide.